Welcome to Emancipated Studio. Welcome my uncle, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block.
Salute, 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 salute. Y'all know that tonight it is going to be the night because the man that we got in the back, we had to pull out all the stops to get this brother right here. First of all, we had to go out and get that $200 bottle of scotch because he's a scotch man. That's for them sophisticated brothers. You know, us old folk, you know, we still drinking a little bit of stuff. He drinks strictly scotch on ice. So we had to make sure he got it right. We had to make sure that LaBella's diamond ring was a little extra shiny so you know Brown Eyes had to get the ring right. You know, that's a woman thing, y'all. But then we got to give a big shout out for the beautiful Lie, who sent up a 1999 super chat before the stream even got started. And I'm also going to say, my brother, he was also the only one that threw up on the Patreon, the $20 Patreon. Lord, had me wondering what in the world was wrong. But I saw it on there, and I want to thank him for joining the Patreon. And I'm letting y'all know, y'all better start joining the Patreon. You got the $10 level. Now you got the $20 level. I'm letting you know I'm going to start doing more work on that Patreon, but I need you to start joining the Patreon because there's a lot of conversations I can't say on YouTube, but I guarantee you it's going to be said in the Patreon. All of y'all that's talking about you got these mental health issues, you got these issues, there's some things that I'm going to be introducing on the Patreon that I can't introduce on YouTube. So if you really want mental health evaluation, you really want to get your mental mind ready, I would advise you to join the Patreon where there will be a professional that will be able to talk with you. Now, most of the time I drag out my introductions. But the brother back here in the backstage, he don't need an introduction. All he needs is to be celebrated for the wins that he has already achieved. As a veteran of the Air Force, he achieved honorable discharge. As a man, he achieves the national of manhood. As a husband, he got his reward. But most of all, he not only became my mentor, but he became my best friend. And as he always says, he is in his studio, the Kingmaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put the claps in the chat right now for the one and only from beautiful Lies, El Guapo.
What's good, team? Salute and salutations. Yes. Welcome to Emancipated Studios. What's good, Uncle Stu?
Hey, everything. As you already know, we are celebrating your 20K.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Listen, I couldn't do it without the team. It's not me. All I do is pump out the content and listen to what people want to hear and try to give my best spin on it, you know, that will help people. And it happens a lot. You know, we see even recently, I don't want to go too far down the line, you know, but we see even recently how important men's mental health is. But can I say something real fast, man? Yeah. If y'all haven't already, make sure that you like this video. All right. And then y'all got to make sure you hit the subscribe button for Uncle Stu, my main man. Boom.
Yeah, I got to get all them fancy tricks.
I'll show you how to do this, sir.
All right, that'll definitely work. That will definitely work. Look, I had to pull out the big boy watch for you, you know. I said, they ain't gonna like me in the suit, but I had to pull out, I had to get it out the case.
Oh man, look, I feel bad. I'm wearing the wrong watch. Hey, LeBay, if you're watching this, give me the heavy one, the silver one, the real heavy one. Bring me that watch, please. Por favor.
You just don't come into your studio all willy-nilly. It don't work that way.
Man, I messed up, man. I was rushing. I got stuck on a work call. Thank you for being patient. Team, thank you for being patient and waiting for me. But I'm honored. I'm a little taken aback, a year and a few days later, man, to see the growth that not only that I've had, but see what Lead has done, to see what you've done.
Right.
It's just incredible, man. It's really incredible. And one thing I'm eternally grateful for is the team, the viewers, because I talk about this all the time. Your time is invaluable. And for you to spend even a microcosm of that finite time to watch something that I put together, or Uncle Stu put together, or Lead put together, or even something that the big dogs like Kevin Samuels or Mediocre or Poor Man's Podcast put together, I can speak for myself. I'll tell you right now, I'm just so humbled by that. So I'm eternally grateful for every single view, for every single watch minute, every watch second, every like, every subscribe. And it's wild, man. Like, I think I'm close to 23,000 now. So
Wow.
yeah, and over 1.5 million views, Uncle Stu. That's wild, bro. Wow.
It is because I tell you, I'm always having conversation with my small mastermind team. And one of the things we're always looking at is we look at the numbers, and I go, boy, I'm humbled. Ray, I just did a whole live for 1 hour, hour and a half by myself, and 300 people heard me.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Think about those 300 people being in your place right now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's serious. If they had to listen to you live, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm messaging LeBea. She didn't hear me. My silver watch, baby. The heavy one. The heavy one. I'm here, brother.
But now for your journey, a lot of people that might see me really don't know who you are.
Okay.
So I want to kind of reintroduce who you are, and just to let everybody know, when I started on my YouTube journey, I had maybe 200 subs.
Yeah.
And I remember when you reached out to Kevin Samuels.
Yep.
And I reached out to you, and I reached out to you for two reasons. One, you're a veteran, and I knew that the only person that can handle me is another veteran. Meaning, understood my mind, understood how I think, understood how I need to move.
Right.
But then the nightmare showed up, where the death of my son happened.
Yeah.
And what always echoes in my head is what you told Brown Eyes, and then what you directly told me. Mm-hmm. Uncle Stu, you're built for this.
That's real.
You're built for this. And every time I've fallen, whether I've fallen short or whether I've had doubts in myself, I always hear your voice in my head saying, you're built for this.
Yeah. Since it's so prevalent and relevant today with what's going on in the wake of the Oscars, I'm going to quote Will Smith. It's going to be a loose quote, but I'm going to quote him. He says that that greatness lies on the precipice of destruction. And when you've been groomed your entire life, not by choice, but by life choosing you to deal with hard things, when you have something like the passing of you and Brown Eyes' son, Uncle Stu, I know the pedigree, and I know that you're built for that. And I know that there's so many people that depend on you, and that is a skill that you have that is so invaluable. It really is. So when I said that, I meant it genuinely. Sometimes when you go through stuff, I'm going to lighten the mood. Watch this. Yeah. So LeBea, I took her to get a COVID test today.
Okay.
And we're in just a little drive through. You do the COVID test yourself, but we need to print it out for our trip. Right. And so she's doing the little swab thing and everything like that. And I'm holding, you got to hold the little tube, right? And I take the top off, and I'm very sure-handed, all right? I might have missed my call, and I could have been a surgeon. But I take the cap off the tube and immediately drop it down right there beside the seat and the center console. And I'm like, man, how in the world did I drop that cap? So we got a line of 5-6 people behind us, right? And I'm like, oh man, I got to find this cap. So I'm looking down. I'm trying to reach my hand down there. I got real big hands, so it's not easy.
Right.
Guess what I found down there?
What?
A nice crisp $100 bill. I was like, look at God. And I'm telling you, sometimes you go through something and you're like, God, why are you letting me go through this?
Right.
And then the reward is right there waiting on you. And look, I didn't have my card detailed and everything. I know when that was probably from last time we went to the casino, like right after Christmas, and I won real big and some money fell out of my pocket. I've had that card detailed and all that stuff, man. And look, it's like that. So sometimes when you go through something and you can soldier through and you can bear the brunt and the weight of that individual event, you're not going through those growing pains for yourself. You're going through it for the next person. And all of the things, I've heard your story. I've heard a lot of the work that you've done on your mental health and your emotional intelligence. And like I say, look at God. You were prepared to lead in a situation where somebody might not have been able to go through what you've been through and doesn't have the fortitude to deal with it. And I know Brown Eyes appreciates what you did. And I've had conversations. I don't want to get too deep and share personal stuff that you had with her family. Right. And they leaned on you, boss. Yeah. And that's the way it is, man.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Because, it's funny, if we use today's times, that was kind of what I tapped into with Will Smith. A lot of people, I see Will Smith as total man, total alpha, who it just wasn't reciprocated.
Yeah. And
it opened up the door to what I say is his red pill rage moment, because I take manhood relationships very seriously.
Yeah.
I've been there where I had that crack and had nobody to talk to.
Yeah, man.
That's a scary situation.
Yeah.
I take your friendship, in that time, Intentional Millionaire really bonded with me, and we've been riding, side by side ever since. Your military career, your big time Air Force.
So something like that.
So how was your time in the Air Force? And what would you say being in the Air Force prepared you for who you are now?
The Air Force, one of the biggest lessons that it taught me, I'm blessed. My mother, she's a Baltimore City school teacher. So she taught in Baltimore City. She taught in really good schools and she taught in really bad schools. And she knew that she wanted my sister and I to have a higher level of education. So her and my dad got together before they split and made the decision that they sent us to the best private school in the state of Maryland. I was there with, the mayor's kids and kids of the players from the Baltimore Orioles and stuff like that, man.
Right.
And it exposed me to a lot. But I would be one of two Black kids in a class up until 6th grade, and she knew that she wanted me to lead. And so she groomed me for leadership early, man, early. She had me run for like middle school class president in 6th grade, which is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? And I lost, but that's the only election I've ever lost.
Gotcha.
Just so you guys know, I'm your not so humble host, El Guapo. So I'm just going to tell you the truth, right? So she really prepared me for that. So when I did Air Force Junior ROTC, of course I was in command. When I enlisted out of high school, because I didn't make it directly to the Air Force Academy. That's a hard school to get in, bro. I mean, you have to have a congressional nomination just to apply.
Right.
And I'll tell you, man, it was difficult. It took me 3 years to get in, but I led on my first base. I created a position and then elected myself as dorm council president. So you know what I'm saying? And then I went to the Academy Prep School, and I was the group commander, which is the school's commander there. And then I went to the Air Force Academy, and I was president of our class. I was the 5th Black class president in the history of the school.
Okay.
Why am I telling you all this? Because as big as you can get, that's as far as you can fall. And I got in some trouble, man. I got in some trouble. And my greatest lesson there is humility in leadership. If you don't like me now, you would have hated the 21-year-old version of me. I was a smug, arrogant young man full of hubris that thought that his pee smelled like the finest of wines.
Right.
And I'm telling you, y'all, this is why I've had some issues with some of the stuff that's been talked about power and leadership in the manosphere, because most people have no idea what it actually is and what it actually means. And power is not meant to be wielded by all. I will I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. And you see it over and over again. Once again, bringing it to current events. Look at the amount of power. I don't want to promote my stuff, but let me just throw this out there.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We know Will Smith checked himself into rehab today for stress.
Yes.
Not often that you hear somebody doing that. And I put a little compilation together and released it today. It's doing good. It's got like 30,000 views.
Yeah, I got it on my community tab.
There you go. Thank you, man. I appreciate you sharing it, bro. We got to hold each other up. Yeah. But if you look at the amount of power that Jada has over Will, because of the simple fact that he loves her so much, has she been a good steward over that power, or has she handled it haphazardly? And I would say the latter before the former. And hence my point. Power is not meant to be wielded by all. Look at Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
Power is not meant to be wielded by all. Learning how to have some type of power is a lifelong, you know how salvation is instant and sanctification is a lifelong process?
Yes.
Learning how to lead is lifelong. You never stop learning how to lead. You never never stop learning how to wield power. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's probably the biggest thing is humility, because I fell hard, and I'm so glad it happened in my early 20s. And now I am so adamant about being a good steward over the power and the influence that I have, even with this platform. If you look at the amount of people that watch your stuff, Uncle Stu, and you really put it into perspective, you got to be like, bro, I can't believe all these people are listening to me. That's how I feel. Yes. I felt that way when I had 60 views on a video. Right. I really feel like it now. Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. And I don't take that lightly. So yeah, there's a way that you can make a buck and stuff like that. I don't know if it's happened to you. It's happened to me. I've already been approached for brand deals and stuff like that. Right. But I have a responsibility to the viewership to do the right thing. And I'm not going to be perfect. Listen, there's going to be a scandal. I know it's coming. I don't know what it's going to be. Be prepared for the El Guapo Beautiful Eyes scandal. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And I just hope you love me through it. You know what I'm saying? It might be 5 years from now.
I learned something from Angry Man. And I really keep that close. Yeah, they're going to come after you. I mean, they already came after me, and I ain't even hit 2K yet. But as he told me, if I learn anything from his mistakes, is don't get in the mud with him.
That's right.
Say, okay, no problem.
Easier said than done, though, bro.
It is. Listen, when they came after the wrong one, it was hard. Yeah. It was hard.
I fell victim to it, Uncle Stu. Yeah. I sure did.
Yeah.
They came from my lady. And one thing I am, they say, I don't really like the alpha beta thing, but, I believe that true men are very territorial. I consider myself hyper territorial. Don't come for the ladies under my protection, bro.
Right.
For real. Forget shock and awe. I got fire and brimstone, end of days for you if you come at me like that. And I got in the mud. Lead, quiet as kept. The lead attorney, shout out to the lead. Yeah, he kind of read me the riot act for doing that. and I see why, and it was a lapse in emotional judgment, but until I'm done with this YouTube thing, I'm gonna keep a heavy foot on that dude's neck, and he will be a cautionary tale for everyone else. So, we all fall victim to it. And listen, I'm not defend all women for anything,
right?
But the innocents, the ones that didn't do nothing, nah, bro. Come on, man. You can't come at me like that. You just can't. I have too much Baltimore in me. As polished as I may present myself, I am a kid from Baltimore.
Right.
That's the bottom line. Millennial Mark in the house. I don't mean to shout out your super chat, but that's my homie. What's up, Mark? Can I say something real fast?
Sure.
Yo, LeBay and I just did. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say I don't want Millennial Mark getting after me. He's gonna be talking about, see, you the elder. You was supposed to be quiet.
My bad. Listen, let me tell you, Millennial Mark, for him to be his age, that guy is so far ahead of the curve. LeBay and I just did a consultation with him. Meaning we paid him. We paid his full price, black folks. We did not ask for a discount. We didn't ask to shout him out on the channel. And the amount of knowledge that I got from that one thing and the new stream of revenue that we're going to open up for our family, he should have charged us 10 times what he charged us. For real, for real. That dude is on point. So we're going to be going down to Texas and meeting with him and seeing how he runs his operation. And we're going to be doing the same thing, man. LeBay is going to run this, man, when I retire her. So, she'll be working for herself. But thank you so much. What did he say? What did he say?
Let's put that back up. He said, shout out to these two strong men on the panel. Two of my favorite content creators. Salute. Yeah, we did State of Emergency. He was one of the key people in my State of Emergency platform, and he definitely lit it on fire. So he's awesome. He is awesome.
Can I give him a bomb?
Give him a bomb. Give him the bomb.
Man, Mark, you get the Jericho missile. There you go. Shout out to Millennial Mark, man.
Yeah, good man. You talk about the wielding of power.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm noticing on YouTube that has really become a struggle for me, it's seeing what I know isn't real versus dealing with fake, if I can use those two terms.
I'm with you.
Hold on one sec.
We're still here, team. We are still here. There you go.
I got an engineer in the back, y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me clearer now?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. We've been dealing with observationally trying to get out this message.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing a whole lot of people who really ain't really living what they're saying.
Yeah.
I know we're struggling theoretically in this ideal of the manosphere, but it's like, hey, if I can't get y'all to admit where you really at, then how are we going to grow and develop? Because for me, and I say it with a boldness, I can sit up here and complain about women all day long, but I can't complain about a woman if I'm living with a woman and my name ain't on the lease.
Yep.
I can't complain about a woman if I'm not getting up and doing and valuing myself. I can't get help if I'm working at McDonald's, but I'm online telling you I got 6 figures.
Right.
And then from the content creation side, I can't keep bragging about who I am. And yet I can't tell you how to get to where I am. You just better just worship who I am. And for me, what is the point of a platform if I can't tell you how to get to where I got to?
That's right.
A time than it took me.
That's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference between coaching and mentorship. A coach will tell you where you want to go. a mentor will teach you how to go where he's been. There's a big difference.
How do we break that? How do we talk to that? Because it means stepping on other people's toes, other people's teachings.
Yeah. So I'm a firm believer that the truth will come to light, and here's why. Because it has the strength of being a galvanized foundation. Under the weight of everything that happens, lies and deceit tend to crumble. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's too high level existential.
You're good.
Yeah, I think that there's a line that you have to toe between, because I'm not into dirty macking, so I don't want to really talk bad about anybody. In fact, I recently apologized to Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, because when I went to Brazil recently with a little bit of clout and a little bit of fame and getting recognized down there, I can imagine being Myron's age and having those pretty women throw themselves at him. I get it. And Myron, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Right.
I was wrong. I get it. I would hope that some older cat will pull me aside and be like, listen, El Guapo, you don't want to do this. You got too much at stake, but I get it.
Right.
As far as actually getting that message out there, consistency. Your message needs to be consistent, and you need to be convicted in what you're actually saying. See, here's the difference between us and most content creators.
Okay.
Yo, we really believe what we're talking about.
Right.
And it's not just a level of belief, it's a level of knowing. Why? Because we've tried it the other way. And we've seen our friends and our compatriots and our peers try it the other way. And we've seen the massive failure that comes from doing it the other way.
Right.
So, excuse me. So, yeah, what ends up happening is we just have to be consistent. I'll be honest with you. Dude, your boy is so flawed. I'm so flawed. I got deep into the mud on that Tasha K thing and everything like that. Massive views. But I had to take a break afterwards because I felt cruddy after doing it. And I was like, yo, I need to refocus and recenter my content because this is not the way I want to go. I'm speaking on Will and Jada as I had before, and I'll tell you this. I believe what I'm saying. I really believe it. Yeah. I'm worried about Will. I'm glad he's in rehab. I think that if he does not get the help he needs, we have a possible Orenthal James or Anthony Bourdain situation on our hands. Real talk.
Yes.
Being under 25 plus years of indoctrination of that type of abuse.
Yes.
And guess what, ladies? Men can go through emotional and relationship abuse too.
Right.
2.5 decades of it. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
Yes, because I explained on my live just yesterday. There's a whole lot of Jadas walking around. But sitting up here and talking about, I call it the danger of unconditional love, because, we in the 90s, we was taught to give this unconditional love. But what the church never taught us, what our surroundings never taught us, is that we need love too.
Yeah.
And I explain to people, this is the beginning of red pill rage. This is why you see people in the red pill community. Why do they turn around and follow Fresh and Fit? I'm not condemning Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit is the place where they're doing what these men in the red pill community wish they could do to the one that did it to them. But I made it very clear, and I make it very clear to any man listening to me. Just because you did right by a woman don't make you a simpleton or quote a simp. It don't make you weak because she didn't want to receive your love. That's not your fault, bro. That is not your fault. And I don't want men to feel guilty doing right by a woman and she didn't want to do right by him. It's not your fault. That's hers.
Right.
She loses, not you.
You throw up Miss Lady said something, man. And I love Miss Lady. She's a new sub to me.
Yes.
She threw a super chat up there.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, go up a little bit more.
Okay.
She's up there.
I I am so sorry.
There
Miss
you
Lady,
go.
I'm so sorry. Just a little smitten by my Uncle Stu and Smooth as Dew, El Guapo. Much love to you both. Yes, she is
Thank
one
you,
of
Miss
my
Lady.
favorite.
Left, right, center.
Yeah, you got to give her the bomb. Awesome love offering. Awesome love offering.
We appreciate you, Miss Lady. Thank you so much.
And you
And
know,
people say that there's no room for women in the manosphere. Get out of here, bro.
let me. I'm gonna speak on that right now.
Go ahead, because yeah. And I'm gonna come back when you're done. I want to come back because I got a story about there's a lot of Jadas running around out there.
Okay,
I know one. Yeah, go ahead though.
One thing I'm gonna say when people say there's no room for women, I say stand on your man square and talk to them.
Yeah.
Now, there is a space, there's a time where it just need to be us men.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, okay, let's talk about it, let's cry about it, let's snot about it, and then let's get up out of this space. But I always say for me and for this platform, a woman doesn't know a man until she really see what a man looks like.
Woo! I like that.
And women need to see real men have real conversations.
Yep.
See, and they need to see it in two men of total masculinity. Right now, what they've been witnessing, and I'm not going to call out any particular content creator, I'm just going to speak in a general term. They've been watching too many men act in their feminine, and that's why they're running around all emotional about every single thing. But now it's time for these women to know, what does a real masculine man look like? How do they talk? How do they move? How do they breathe? Not only from the older, but to the younger, so that they understand exactly what a man looks like.
Right.
You know, he doesn't have to run around calling himself an alpha.
Right.
He ain't got to run around calling himself six figures. He moves and he operates in the logic of his mind, and he uses his emotional intelligence to move him to solve problems, not cry about the problem.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Bars. Wow. And Luke Hazley jumped in here. What's up, Luke Hazley?
Look, the league got mad at me.
Why is that?
League called me out. I did an interview with Luke Hazley. She uncammed up for me.
That's the first time I saw you cammed up, Luke Hazley. I was wondering. I was like, listen, don't take this the wrong way. I know you're married. Don't take this the wrong way, please. I mean this in all respect. But I've always wondered, I was like, is she as good looking as her profile picture? Yeah. I love the glasses. Can I give her let's give her the suborbital nuke. Here we go. Shh, there you go. Shout out to Luke Hazley. Boom.
And that Nicaraguan accent to go with it.
Yeah.
But she was on fire when she did the interview with me. She was really, she really dropped a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You know, Brown Eyes say every time Lucchese show up in my chat, Lucchese's good for giving me books. So Brown Eyes like, can you bring the bookshelf with you? Because he gets every book that you get.
Do me a favor. Do me a quick favor.
Who you got?
Put up Miss Lady just did not her last comment, the one before, right before Luke Hazley's. Can you put that up at Millennial Mark? Go all the way to the bottom, and then it's the fourth one up.
Timestamp.
I don't have a timestamp.
Okay. See, I'm
all the way at the bottom.
All the way. Let me go back to the bottom.
Yeah. And it's the one at Millennial Mark.
Okay, one. Okay, I got this one that she said.
My chat might be behind yours. There you go. What does it say? At Millennial Mark TV, I'm just trying to represent God out here in these streets. I thank you. I'm trying to catch a husband. I like that. Let me tell you something, Miss Lady, a little bit. And I tell all women this. You're not going out here to find a husband or catch a husband. What you're doing is putting yourself in the best position to be found. That's what I will tell my daughters. You know, that's $1,000 worth of game. I don't know if you can hear the cha-ching when I do it. I don't know. Probably not through StreamYard.
Clap. I would say this to Miss Lady.
She has a beautiful smile.
Yes. You are what some in the manosphere can be considered as you're putting yourself in competition. Something that a whole lot of women are not putting themselves into. You are not desperate. You're just going to make sure that when that man comes, you in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And if you want to use Bible, everyone talks about, finding their Boaz. But when you really study the Boaz and that whole situation, the first thing she had to do was get a female mentor to put her in the right place.
That's
and
right.
She had to actually work in the vineyard
Yep.
of the man that she was going to later marry. But it meant that she had to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And it's real funny. She was doing what? Homework. She was doing the
Ain't that real?
work. She
Get
was
him, Uncle
doing
Stu.
low work. She wasn't sitting around here with Birkin bags and adorning herself. It's funny that when you think about Cinderella, who ended up getting the prize? Cinderella was learning how to do what? Wash dishes, clean floors. And I'm not saying, ladies, this is all your domestic work, but I'm trying to show you the game. The one who got the prize was the one who was doing domestics. The one who lost was the one who was wearing all the jewelry and trying to be fancy and thought they was groomed for the king. But the real one that was groomed for the king was at home on their hands and knees being totally disrespected because it taught her how to be humble.
Yeah. Can I throw this out there, Uncle Stu?
Yeah, go for it. This is your show. Go for it.
And listen, ladies, I'm going to give you $1,000 worth of game right now. And this has nothing to do with relationships, but at the same time, it has everything to do with relationships. Watch this. Watch this. One of the best success and business principles that I know is that for you to get everything that you want, you need to help as many people as you can get everything that they want. And if you have a man that you have your eyes on, I know a young lady right now that's got herself a young 29-year-old millionaire brother, and she targeted him and she served him, and she's married, living in a 12,000 square foot house. She's like 28. I kid you not.
Yeah.
With an indoor and outdoor pool, because she served that man and helped him get what he want with his business goals. I'm telling you. That's real. Labea, if you hear this, can you refresh my scotch? I'd appreciate it. Love you, pretty. Can't wait to see you in them red bottoms on our vacation. All right.
About to drop the stream and leave it, y'all. He got work to do.
Nah, listen, man. I got to go back to work after this, man. I'm about to take this time off. I'm going to go out in the field and handle some stuff, man. But tomorrow it should be an easy day, and we're leaving on Sunday. So, yeah.
Well, I'll say to the sisters, since we on the sisters, single women keeps you single.
Amen.
And watch the married women, because not all of them is happy in their own marriage.
That's right. That's right. Oh, can I tell this story?
Yes.
About Uncle Stu?
Jada, yes.
People don't understand this. There are a lot of Jadas out here. Jada's from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore. Thank you, Miss Lady. I appreciate it. This is one of LeBea's favorite jackets, the Navy, with the gold buttons. I got gold buttons on this one.
You think if I try that, it'll work? You think if I say, brown eyes, can I get a glass of water?
Yeah.
I'm working on that. I'm working on that side.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for the sandwich because I do my own cooking.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Of course.
Okay.
You got a real woman there, of course.
A glass of water with some ice, please.
Yeah, the way that you would serve her against the world, she'll serve you some water. No, for sure. Yeah, I know she will.
And then I got Maggie.
Hang tight 1 second, guys.
Yeah,
you got me a clean glass too. Thank you. Look at that.
Look,
all right.
I gotta do Casey. Listen, when you get a chance, you gotta see this interview. Maggie, the substitute teacher.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Check it out. She's sweet, kind. She's a traveling woman, so she all over the world right now.
Yeah, she just said she was in Costa Rica, wasn't it?
Yes.
Maggie, you said you were in Costa Rica with your son, I believe you said. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I got a buddy, and I wouldn't even talk about this on my channel. So you guys are getting a El Guapo Beautiful Eyes exclusive, because me and this dude are so close. Look at that.
Look. Here go the hand.
There you go. Thank you, brown eyes. That's so. Listen, You got men out here trying to conquer the world. Yeah, look at the thumbs. And okay. Yeah. I love it. I love it. But I'll tell you, man, I got a very good buddy of mine. And I love this dude to death, dude. And for real, he's my brother. There's not a man walking the face of this earth because I don't have any sons that I would die for. Mm-hmm. But there are a few men that I would die with. And I would die with this brother. And he is literally going through the exact same thing Will is going through. Mm-hmm. Beautiful wife, complete manipulator, the carbon copy of Jada with brown skin, still gorgeous face. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. And she has beat my boy down so bad that he blames himself for stuff that is completely outside of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man. Oh, Bolo just jumped in the chat. What's up, Bolo? I'm sorry, I don't mean to watch the chat. I'm talking to you.
No, you fine.
Yeah.
I have to call him out after you spoke. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, it's so many of these women out here that understand, and I get it. Just like I get it with Will. Hey, baby, pretty. Hey, Labea, bring me that book I just bought today. I bought a book for the vacation because I'm going to get some reading done. I haven't been able to read like in 2022. Labea, if you hear me, bring me that book.
Amazon ready.
Yeah.
Amazon ready for the next book. Listen, everyone, y'all know that I've been getting some good lessons. Y'all love this stream. Let's get the lights all the way up.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Let's get
and subscribe.
Up. Please, let's get these likes up. Subscribe to the channel. This is the type of knowledge and wisdom that Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, is bringing to you every time he opens up these chats. This is the knowledge. Yeah. You want knowledge on manhood? Here it is. You want knowledge from women who needs to understand what manhood and being a man is all about? This is it. Now I'm going to do something that I heard, and y'all know that I've been a student of Angry Man. So, I know I got some Dino Nation brothers in here. What did he say? 10%. Can I get $5? Can I get 20 people? Give me $5 on the super chat. Come on, this is knowledge and game that you ain't gonna get nowhere else on these YouTube streets. So
he's whooping.
Love right now. I got 150 people in the chat. I just want y'all to know that when I tell you no weapon that is ever going to be formed against this platform, I need all my enemies to know you cannot destroy what God said will be built. I need everybody to make them jealous up in here. Please hit me with less than $5 on the super chat so we can get this ball rolling up in here. Shout out to Angry Man for all that you have done and teach and continue to teach. Shout out, sir. Yes,
Let me say something real fast, Uncle Stu, because Miss Lady and Luke Hazley are the first to lead the charge. Men were supposed to lead and set the tone. I'm just saying. There's my man Perry Unlikely. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I'm talking. Let me drop these bombs. Yeah, boom, drop boom, bomb. Boom, boom, and the carpet bomb.
Look. Perry on code, y'all. Perry on code.
There you go. That's what you do. Hey, check this out. Let me tell you something. When I say that there are so many Jadas out here, there's a comedian. Are you all familiar with Corey Holcomb? Corey Holcomb is a comedian from Chicago. He's one of my top 5 comedians walking the face of this earth right now. Now, he's raw. When I say he's raw like Minister Jap raw. Another dude from Chicago. Okay. Yeah, but I love Corey. He has a show called 5150, which is like the police code for a crazy person.
Okay.
And his show has been huge forever. And he's got a guy on there named Marcus. And Marcus is a comedian as well. And Marcus did a video on Will Smith's new book. And I watched Marcus's video today. And I was like, dude, I got to get Will's book. I bought Will's book. Thank you, Amazon. That junk got delivered same day, baby. I got this thing just a couple of minutes ago. Shout out to the intentional millionaire with the $5 super chat.
And look, coming back again, dropping
boy.
Either they would. Now, let me tell you something. This is my new quote, El Guapo. He gave me this quote, and I've been uttering this quote. They will hear me now, or they'll hear me later. But you better believe they're going to hear from me.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Millennial Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. You the man. Oh, Big Bad Bull came through. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about with the love. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about with the love. You get the book new Big Bad Bull. Boom.
I thank all of y'all for y'all super chats. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Because trust me, I'm putting in the work and we bringing the value. My health is getting right back, and we're going to definitely be continuing to bring the fire, the heat, and the smoke. And trust me, I'm surrounding myself with the best that YouTube men has to offer. I got El Guapo. I got the Intentional Millionaire. I got Millennial Mark TV. I got Angry Man. I got O'Shea Dude Jackson. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to understand, I might be little in numbers, but I got a big mouth, and we're going to make big waves.
Can I say something to you, Uncle Stu?
Yes.
You're not little in numbers, man. Do you know how hard it is to get 1,000 subs? And I know that sounds smug coming from me.
Right.
I get it. But what I'm telling you is it's not normal for a channel to get 1,000 subscribers in a year. That's not normal. It's not normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm telling you is, man, dude, you're kicking butt and taking names, bro. You are kicking butt and taking names. You just don't realize it yet.
Right.
But here's the cool thing. They say a rising tide raises all ships. So what does that mean? Get your freaking boat on the water. You got your boat on the water, bro. So you're good. You're good, man. But yeah, yo, so these Jadas out here, man, I'm going to tell you, woo, my buddy's Jada, it breaks my heart to see him go through what he's going through. But he's so inundated with his family, and he wants to be the hero to not only fix the family that he has now and the families in the future. He wants to fix the families of the past, which, listen, stop trying to clean up the sins of the father, black men.
Wow.
Stop that. You need to be looking from present forward, not back. Not back. You can't do that, y'all. You can't do that. I'm serious. Learn from the past, but it is not your job to atone for the things that have happened in the past. Like Kevin Samuels talks about, this ain't the color purple, bro. This is real life. This is real. So yeah. Yo, the beautiful lie came through again. Look at that, yo. Look at God.
And he's one of my Patreon members. I have 2 Patreon people. 2.
Okay.
I got to get this Patreon rocking and rolling because I got a psychiatrist ready and waiting that I'm paying for so that people can get some mental health. But I got to get people in the Patreon because, he can't do what he needs to do,
for
just
free. I get it. I get it.
And on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, man. And I've been very lackluster with my Patreon, and I'm going to have to shift the focus because I'm so busy. It's hard for me to do that. And Patreon is really meant for just, your supporters to support you. It's not really meant for a bunch of extra content, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I might need y'all. 2 of my employees, was it just last night, recognized me as El Guapo, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we've been subscribed to you since December." I'm like, "Oh no!" So the clock is ticking. Your boy won't have a 9 to 5 much longer because I tell the truth. But can I give some love to the beautiful live? I'm going to give him the SWAT team. Here we go. Shout out to the beautiful live, my namesake channel. I can't wait for you to start dropping content, my man.
I think he needs to, because if you ever read the comments that he leaves for me, I mean, there was one comment that he left for Courtney Michelle. I had to text her and say, you got to answer to this one because it was so awesome. I felt I couldn't give her no justice in responding to it. You know,
Right.
I couldn't. You know, if somebody leaves a comment for somebody I got on my platform and it's that powerful, I reach out to that person and say, you need to read the comment that somebody left.
Right.
And give them that. But that Jada life,
let me tell you something, and I don't want to put this just on women, and especially not just on Black women.
Yeah,
there are some miserable people in this world.
Yeah,
seriously, I'm talking about folks that cannot find joy anywhere, and they are like a cancer to your life. And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Will, as much respect as I can give to you and your marriage, your wife is cancerous, dude. She is, bro. She is. And here's what's crazy. We don't have to dig to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
She put it out there for the world to see because she doesn't give a damn. She doesn't care about anything. Real talk, she doesn't even care about herself. Trust me, Will Smith, you love your wife Jada way more than Jada loves herself.
Yeah, but tell me what you think of this. Because I said I've been down Will Smith's. I've been down that road, and I understand it. The biggest mistake I made, which I'll never make ever again, is I isolated myself from my friends, because one of the things that I noticed throughout this whole situation, not one male came out and said, "I'm Will Smith's friend." Not one.
Yes,
because I sat here and I said, "Wait a minute." When O.J. Simpson did what he, had his situation, he had
Kato Kalin at least.
When what's my golfer's name? Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Situation, he had a friend step out, and I'm sitting up here saying, "Now wait a minute." No male stepped out to say, "I'm Will Smith's friend," which tells me that he isolated himself so much. And I know what that means. And I'm telling to brothers right now, bruh, you ain't got to be alone. Bruh, if you come here and you want to cry, snot, whatever, show your emotions. But you ain't got to be alone in these YouTube streets. You ain't got to be alone. I understand a black, matter of fact, forget black, a man.
Yeah.
This is beyond color now. A man being left alone. Will Smith is left alone. That's why I will not call that man a simpleton, because he's
not a simp, yo.
That is not a simple-minded man walking around. That is a man where if you go through what he's been through, the fact that he didn't self-delete yet, no.
Most people couldn't even handle it, Uncle Stu.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something? Let me ask you something, Uncle Stu. Okay. Because I heard Corey Holcomb say this, and I think it's 100% facts. If the late, great Tupac was still alive, do you think he would even date Jada?
No.
Thank you, yo. She's pining over this dude. He wouldn't even give her the time of day. Wild, yo.
If Tupac was alive, this is my thought. My thought would be, he wouldn't be under the management that he was under before.
Right.
I believe that somebody would have got to him and gave him truth about this whole Biggie and the whole situation. And because he's an intelligent brother, he would have had to go away somewhere, kind of really look at the situation, get people out of his ear. I think Tupac would have been probably running his own, musical production
label. Yeah.
He would have been like Eazy-E right now. Eazy-E don't necessarily need to run out here and make albums. He could lay back, just on what he had before. I think, he would have definitely been an intellectual influence. And I even think Biggie would have been on the other side too. I believe he would have probably been more on the production side of music versus doing it himself. But I don't think Tupac would have married her now.
No freaking way, man. And listen, I don't think Tupac, especially 50-year-old bald-headed Jada. And Jada, yes, you're bald.
I think, but see,
Nobody feels sorry for you about your alopecia, dude.
It's not
your
even
husband just got banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years.
Well, that's what
behind you.
About her.
Yeah, behind you, and check this out. And wouldn't you have to say, thank you, husband, so much, even though it was an overkill. Thank you for loving me enough to defend me. Nah, she says, I wish Will wouldn't have smacked Chris. I am not a woman that needs to be defended. You're a 5 foot nothing, 104 pounds soaking wet. Ronda Rousey, because we can't talk about men doing that type of stuff. Ronda Rousey could take your life in 24 seconds. You do need to be defended, shorty. But in this great first world crunch, and here's what's real. Tell that to the women in the Ukraine that they don't need to be defended. The hubris of you, Jada, the hubris of you. Yo, you have taken one of our best shining examples of what a black man can be. And what have you done? You have subjected him and diminished him to the point that he's in tears almost every time he's on camera in front of you. Good job, shorty. And to the Tiffany, I should stop drinking scotch, but to the Tiffany Haddishes out here that want to sit there and co-sign on that stupid stuff, Jada says she doesn't need to be offended. So what does your bald-headed tail need to say about that? What do you have to say about that now? Because you follow Jada into bald-headedness, and you have no one as well. And I said it on the live, you don't know what you're talking about. She said she didn't want to be defended. So all of you women, modern women, I'm not saying black women, modern women out here championing for Will doing what he did. Yeah, Jada didn't want to be defended. You know why? Because she's miserable and cantankerous. That's why. There we go.
I think we just had a mic drop, in the words of Intentional Millionaire. But let me say it this way. Taking exactly what you said. The reason I say there's so many Jadas in the world, because what's the first thing a lot of women love to say? I didn't tell them to buy me no flowers. I didn't tell them to pay my bill. I didn't tell them to do this. I didn't tell them to do that. So they like to throw the stone at the glass house and then take their hand back. But too many women is running around, but you accepting the gifts. And then when all quote unquote hell break loose, then you want to back up. No, ma'am. You didn't want that brother that was giving you them roses.
Right.
You wanted the brother that was giving you the 40. You didn't want the brother that was willing to love you, take care of you, and take care of them kids that ain't his. You didn't want him. So there's a whole lot of Jadas that did the same thing to so many men. Once again, I say to the brothers in the back, if you did right by a woman and she didn't want to appreciate your love, bruh, just dust it off. It ain't your fault, it's hers.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
Keep it moving. Don't you feel bad because you did good and she didn't want to reciprocate? You brothers, stop trying to make a woman love you first. Brothers,
I've been there though, Uncle Stu. I've been there. And real fast, can I shout out E Black?
Sure. Shout
out to E Black. Thank you for the super chat, man. You know, good to see you in here, bro. But I used to be like this. Here's what's crazy. Will's older than me, and it's beyond me that he hasn't figured this out yet, right? So I used to be the man that wanted to conquer the most difficult woman. Like, yo, I'm El Guapo. She doesn't know who she's messing with. When she comes up against this Rock of Gibraltar, she's going to turn to cotton. Well, that's a waste of time. I want a soft woman when I meet her now. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to break you down. I believe that Will has been like, yo, I'm going to lift her up. I'm going to make her shine. I'm going to break her down. I'm going to save her. Will has had his cape on for 25 plus years trying to save this woman that doesn't want to be saved. He's been trying to defend this woman, and she's been indefensible.
Right.
And I said this before, he's pot committed now. It's like a bad hand of poker where you pushed all in and you have no choice but to sit there and see how the cards unfold.
Right.
But he does have a choice. Corey Holcomb said this. It'll cost Will 60% of his money to get out of that marriage, and it'll be worth every penny. And I agree with him.
Yeah.
I agree with him. He should just I'm for marriage, bro.
Right.
I'm for it. I'm not for like superfluous divorce. But I'll tell you this, Will, man, when I made that video back in November, I said, please, somebody get this to Will. We tried to tell you back in November, bro. Time to go, man. Time to go.
Yeah.
You have resigned from the Oscars as a voting member. You are banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years. You have lost this new movie on Netflix. I forget the name of it. And Bad Boys 4 is in jeopardy. You're in rehab. Your wife is not backing up your actions. And when I made that video yesterday, she had on her Twitter yesterday still her pining over Tupac. Will, the writing is on the wall. It might be time to egress, eject, pull the handle, get out of there, bro, and move on with your life. Can I tell you something? I had a thought, Uncle Stu.
Go for it.
I think Will Smith has, I was going to do this on the live, but I'll do it here.
Okay.
Will Smith has about 98 million YouTube subscribers. Will Smith should start the Red Pill Table Talk.
Bingo.
Bro. And he would blow up on YouTube as the champion for the manosphere.
Yes.
If he does what he needs to do in his personal life and comes back to the light, man, Will would be welcomed with open arms across all platforms. And his 98, he'd be the biggest person on YouTube.
Definitely.
Forget PewDiePie and everybody else, it would be Will. And if he said, listen, this took me to the precipice of my mental health, and I realized the truth now, and I messed up for so long. So you heard it here first. Hashtag, everybody hashtag Red Pill Table Talk.
Will Smith, Red Table Talk.
Red Pill Table Talk.
Red Pill Table Talk.
Red Pill Table Talk. That should be Will's new junk, yo. And Will, we will embrace you, bro. But you got to come to the light, man. I hope that your time in rehab helps you. I hope your counselors and stuff tell you the truth. You need to come to the light. Will could be the greatest red pill creator in the history of the space.
Absolutely, because he can actually, it goes back to what I said before. He can actually put words to things that many in my red pill community cannot put words to. I explain that to people. Take your mouth off the red pill community if you don't truly understand what you're hearing and what you're seeing. I don't call them crazy and kooks, and I don't sit around there because I understand it. You come into a place where all of a sudden everything you was taught was a lie. You was taught that women don't do this, women do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta hear it.
Yeah.
I don't have to believe everything they do or see, but I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah. So I'll throw this out there to you real fast, but shout out to Sir Tice. Thank you for the $20. Yes, my name comes from El Guapo, from the Three Amigos with Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Chevy Chase back in the 80s. One of my favorite movies. That is the movie where I learned the word plethora. Yeah. So yes, that is exactly where it comes from. I'm not famous. I'm infamous. Okay.
Can you just answer this question in the chat for me? What is it that you disagree strongly with?
Huh.
Or
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
In the chat. I just want to want to know what you was disagreeing with.
Can I help out the audience real fast, Uncle Stu?
Go for it.
So the red pill is gets such a bad rap, but understand that the red pill is literally simply just a higher level of understanding. That's all it is.
Right.
That's all the red pill is. It's a higher level of understanding, being exposed to more information. That's all it is. If you watch the original Matrix movie, which I think came out in 99 or 2000, that's what it is. Morpheus says to Neo, you can take the blue pill and go back to sleep and not remember anything and believe whatever you want to believe. Or you can take this red pill and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole actually goes. And the red pill is simply an understanding of the truth. That's all it is. There's a red pill for business and finances. There's a red pill for relationships. There's a red pill for understanding women. There's a red pill for understanding religion. There's a red pill for understanding government. That's all it is. So if you're mad at people having more information, that's your problem. That the red pill is just a deeper level of understanding. And if you have a problem with that, that's your problem. Here's what I'll tell you. Okay. So I see it. Will being the greatest red pill creator. I think he has the potential to. Of course, he's not there yet, Sir Tice. But yeah, with his following now 100 million people, yeah, he could definitely do it. I definitely think he could do it. But let's agree to disagree. It's cool. I don't expect everybody to agree with what I say. So, but yeah, man, I think that if Will actually, because he's truly in red pill rage right now.
Yes, I said.
Can I say this, Uncle Stu? I don't want to get you canceled or demonetized. Can I say this?
If I got to put this on Patreon, it will go to Patreon.
I'm gonna say it real fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it 6 words. So in my honest to God opinion and deep down in my heart and soul and everything that I know about the manosphere, about being a man, about masculinity, about being emasculated, because that's happened to me. That slap was meant for Jada.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was misplaced aggression, but it was meant for her. Shout out to TJ. Hey, thank you, TJ.
Show it. Congratulating you and your happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be 44 my Obama year. So I got my Obama year this year. Next year, I got my Trump year.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna live it up, man. We're gonna live it up. Yeah. 420 is my birthday, National Smoke Day. And it is also the leader of the Third Reich's birthday. I won't say his name here. And it's also Luther Vandross's birthday.
Oh, so
you
yeah. There you go. So, we definitely.
Your mic went out, man.
Did my mic go out?
Yeah, your mic is out.
Uh-oh. What's going on here? Hold on, y'all.
Team, put a 2 in the chat if Uncle Stu's mic is out. Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like his mic is out.
1, 2.
Put a 2 in the chat if it sounds like his mic is out.
Can y'all hear
me? But yeah, team, I got to tell you, I am so thankful and so honored to just have the love and support that I do. I really am, and I'm thankful to God first. Y'all don't have to be believers. That's fine. You are more than welcome to believe what you want to believe. But I am a firm believer in God and Jesus Christ. And thank you, Jesus, for everything that's happened, man. And I hope that I can still be a good and faithful steward to him. They're saying your mic is fine. Maybe I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I don't know what happened. Okay. I can hear you barely, enough that I can hear you. Go ahead. Okay. My mistake, man.
And he said, wait a minute. Is that Guapo's B-Day? My B-Day is tomorrow. Okay, 420. Got it.
Happy early birthday, Sir Tice. Thank you for the other super chat, man. Let me give you left, right, center. I hit the bazooka too by mistake. Boom. Happy birthday to Sir Tice.
You know, I tell you this, the ride getting here was tough, but it was all worth it. It was all worth it. And I would do it again. I tell everybody in my chat and everybody listening, people that subscribe to me, you're not a number. Yeah, it looks good to see a number, but you're a person.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you're a person. I know the struggle of manhood. I told you I've been where Will Smith is at. Maybe not as long, but I know what that rage looked like. I know what that looks like. When he cried, I know what them tears feels like.
Yep.
You know, I know what they feel like. That's why I can tell if a man really been through something or you just capping.
Right.
You know, What are we doing? What are we doing? We got too many brothers just capping. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Bro, please understand. I know what elitism is because I lived the life. I know what being in the valley is because I lived the life. So please don't come out capping. Just be who you are and let's get the ball rolling.
So, Uncle Stu, I'm not rushing you, but I do have to go back to work. You want to take some calls, man?
Let's take some calls. I sent out some links. Let's go ahead and take a few calls.
Snap! Mark just came through.
Look, you know Mark got to get the first link.
Look at what he just did.
What'd he say? I got the
with $100.
These two brothers are speaking nothing but the truth. I have so much respect for these two guys on and off YouTube.
Man,
I'm dropping a millennial.
Thank you, Mark. Listen,
you look, millennial Mark. This is for you, bro. You come on up here. I don't have all the special stuff, but you are definitely the sponsor of the stream.
I'm gonna give him the big nuke and the kamikaze. Yeah. Boom. And the kamikaze. He's coming in crashing planes on your stream, bro.
I'm going to tell you, if y'all don't understand the value of what the Emancipated Studio is doing, you really don't understand who I am. I'm not going to teach you how to bump and dump. I'm going to teach you how to rise above a whole lot of situations. I let them know if you didn't want to be a 24-hour brother, no, I'm going to teach you how to not only man up, level up, but I'm going to teach you how to win the game. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm winning. And I want you to win. And I want us to win together. We can win together. So much I want to say.
We're greater together than we will ever be apart, man. Millennial Mark, let me say something, man. If I get a $2, a 99-cent, a $10, $20 super chat, I understand that having a $20 an hour job is a good deal these days, man.
Yeah.
And for somebody to drop $100 on a live stream
without question,
dude. So now I can hear it's so weird. I don't know, but to do that because of the love of the creators, man, I am so thankful for real. And Mark, you've done huge stuff on my channel, and I know you supported Uncle Stu before, and other people that are in our lineage, like Lead and stuff like that. But bro, from the bottom of my heart, man, as masculine as I can be in this moment, dude, thank you, man. Like, that's huge, bro. That is really, really huge. And you don't have to do that, man. I'm happy for a like and a sub for real. And you do that, I just don't know what to say, man. So thank you so much, Millennial Mark, man. That's so awesome. Really, it is.
I thank you. I thank
hey,
you.
man, give me a souvenir in Galveston. I'm gonna get you a souvenir in Turks and Caicos, and when LeBay and I come to see you, we'll exchange souvenirs, bro. Get me something while you're down there, Mark. For real. I'm gonna get you something for real, Mark.
And speak to El Guapo, come on, because I got to send them back to work. Then I got to send them two off to a plane.
No, you know what's great? Check this out, Uncle Stu. Okay. We don't have to get on a plane to get on this cruise.
Oh, okay.
We're driving to the port, man.
So they
got ports in Baltimore, bro. We're leaving from Baltimore.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome.
That's real nice, bro. So we're going to take a little quick drive. My dad lives in Baltimore. I'm going to go by there. My brother's going to drive us to the terminal. I'm just leave him my car. Okay. And we're just going to go and live life. And I'm going to be recording all day tomorrow. So I'm going to try to put a video out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, pre-recorded. But I'm not shooting any footage while I'm there. It's going to be me and LeBea relaxing, man. I need it. So, yeah, the journey to 22,000 has been rough. And I shot the whole time I was in Brazil, man.
Well, I did see a couple of the videos that you shot down there. I'm like, okay, I gotta get Brown Eyes out of here. We gotta go do some world traveling.
Dude, you want to go to Brazil? You and Brown Eyes want to go? I'm gonna take LeBea. We can go for sure.
And don't say that because she'll be calling in to work.
Brown Eyes, if you want to go to Brazil, we can go. Just get your man's approval and we can go because it's up to him. But yeah, we can go.
We can go. I'm retired. All I need is we out.
We can go.
We can go.
I'll show you the time of your life. You'll eat so good, man. It'll blow your mind.
Hey, look, she'll probably kick me out the studio. She ready to get dressed now.
I know, right?
You know, nobody want to come up?
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Well, at Guapo, as you would always say, salute and salutations. Brown Eye just said, let's go. She done called in. She ready to go.
Let's do it.
What's your last words for the chat, for the community, for what you have to say?
Here's what I'll tell you. You know, as people, Black people in particular, we are specifically targeted for deception. Walk around life with your eyes wide open, and learn to develop a spirit of discernment and stop being so easily deceived. Because for real, we have so much power and so much influence. We are the purveyors of culture and what's popular these days. Hold on to your power and stop giving it away. Ladies, come home. We're ready for you. We're ready for you. Come on home. We're going to welcome you with open arms. But as long as you maintain a rebellious spirit, like I said before, in water survival training, you know, if you don't want me to rescue you, I'm more than willing to let you drown. So go ahead and drown. That's it.
I think on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every single one of you. You could have been anywhere on these YouTube streets, but you came here tonight to hang out with El Guapo and Uncle Stu. Listen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all of the notifications because
that's right.
Ain't got the notifications. Hit those notifications. You want more interviews like this? You want to hear more knowledge like this? You want to get the game like you've never got it before? Make sure you hit that subscribe button because right here it's time to emancipate your mind so that your body can follow. Man up tonight, woman up tonight. Let's get right tonight. And I'm saying peace tonight. Love you all. Peace.
Love you too, Uncle Stu. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. I love you, brother, man.
You too,
Thank you so much. And it's so dope to be celebrated. It feels weird because I feel like I haven't done much, but I've done a lot, but I feel like I haven't done much, man. But I appreciate you, dude. It's nice, man. Black men don't do this for Black men often. So thank you, man.
We celebrate wins. We don't play hate.
Yeah, that's right.
Wins, and you're a winner, and I'm celebrating you.
For sure, man. All right, bro. Well, El Guapo, out.
Out.